What's up, everybody? This is Kenny C from Chilling with Jeff and Kenny C, and I'm bringing you an exclusive interview. My guest at this time is a recording artist. He is a rapper. He is a protege of rapper Lil Zane. You may know him back in the day. Well, this artist trying to get his shine as well, and I'm looking forward to talking to him. I'm joined with Soulja P. He's joining me right now. What's going on, man?
What's happening? What's happening? It's an honor to be on the show, man. It's an honor to be on the show. I appreciate you.
And thank you for taking your time and doing this interview. I appreciate it.
You already know, man. You already know. So, you know what I'm saying? We out here doing a thing. We about to release the single. Like you said, you know, we got the artist Lil Zane. He co-signing. We've been doing a lot of work together. He's based out of Miami right now, and I'm based out of Tampa, Florida. And we've been really teaming up, going back and forth between Miami and Tampa and doing a lot of music and getting a lot of stuff done. So it's really been a good experience.
That's cool, man. So let me start off by asking you, how did you get started in music?
Well, you know what? Music is like second nature to me. My dad was a singer, and he was in a band when he was younger, and he passed it on to me when I was real young. I've been doing. I started playing the drums at the age of 8. I started singing at the age of 5, and it really all just came together because when I got into the age where I started experimenting, when I was about 13, 14, rap was huge. So that was my influence. You know, where I was born, where I was raised. You know, it wasn't exactly the best neighborhood, so it really fit me. So having done all the music before, having singing, playing drums, going around the state playing drums with my school, I had all the experience in music, but I really just took it all and put it all into the rap and really focused on rap from about the age of 13 up. So it's pretty much the way the culture has gone. I just went right with it. You know what I mean? When I was young, we were doing the singing, and then it just transferred right over to the rap.
I mentioned it, and you mentioned it. You are now a protege of rapper Lil Zane. People may know him back in the day. He had his share of success. And what was that first meeting like between you and Zane?
Yeah, it's crazy because, you know, I had my thing going on over here in Tampa before I met Lil Zane. I was pushing a single. It was called Pop. It was basically a Juke Club single. And I had it going for a couple of years, and it was starting to die down, and I was about to start on a new single. And I got in the studio with my friend AJ Cartel. He called me in the studio. Lil Zane was there. And I got a feature from Zane, and it really just started like that. It's just like a business relationship. I was going to get a feature, and I was going to move forward. But, you know, while we were in the studio, I had my video camera on me, and I did a little freestyle for him, you know, and he was kind of standing inside the video, and we got the video on YouTube. And it really just had a good reaction. The vibe was good. You know, the manager, Big D, Lil Zane's manager, and now my manager was in real good contact with me after the meeting. And we kind of just linked up and just, you know, decided that maybe they should throw me on the team. You know, I kind of fit in well. We all vibe together well. And we just started making music. You know what I mean? It's been a good relationship since.
And who do you consider as, you talked of influences earlier, but as of right now, who do you consider as influences in your career?
You know, my 3 main influences have never changed, and they will always remain Tupac, Bone Thugs, and Twista. Those are my main influences. I rap real fast. I'm known for that. So obviously that would be why Twista and Bone Thugs are in there. I look up to them. And Tupac, because it's just how real he is and how much he exposed so many different topics and influenced people in so many different ways while still remaining himself. I could always respect Tupac for that.
I mean, Tupac is just one of those guys that he digs deep, and not a whole lot of artists can say or do that. He digs deep. I mean, yes, you're gonna get the party and the love songs, but this guy talks serious issues. I mean, Brenda's got a baby. I mean, you don't hear songs like that anymore, and
you really don't. You really don't. I mean, he's got that deep from the hood, and you don't get that often. A lot of the times they just want to talk about what they do in the hood. He's talking about getting out of the hood. He's talking about government issues, men hitting women, everything. He goes into everything, and you can really respect it because he's not just talking about street stuff. He's talking about real issues that are happening right now. I mean, obviously he's been gone for a while, but his music it continues. I mean, everybody try to act like he's got new music coming out. To me, it just seems like he's got so much good music that it's just going to last forever.
I mean, at this point, I don't think we need to hear any more new music from him. I mean, music he's already put out speaks for itself.
True story.
So, now you mentioned your style of rapping. You rap fast as like a Twister or some other artist. Was that something that you started from the get-go, or is that just something that you ended up doing?
Well, I always tried to rap fast. I'll put it like that. When I was younger, it didn't always come out like I wanted it to, but I would say I've always been above average in rapping fast. It's just kind of been my style. It's been what I've liked. I've developed it better and better over the years and perfected it. And I think because I'm a drummer, it comes real easy. Going on off beats and doing different like triplet notes and things that other artists might not even know about. It really benefited me while I was trying to manipulate the beat and rap fast, pretty much.
Oh, I hear you recently put out a album or a mixtape on datpiff.com. Talk about that record.
That's right. Boot Camp Mixtape, that's hosted by Lil Zane. That's on datpiff.com. Tweet my mixtape, live mixtapes, all the major mixtape sites. You can check it out. Basically what it is presenting me as an artist, Soulja P. I'm going through boot camp with Zane. That's basically what we were trying to go with there. And, you can see a lot of evolving in that mixtape from my old style and to my new self. As Soulja P, really pushing myself as a artist that can do different things. You'll hear R&B, hip hop, rap. You'll hear all that in the mixtape, and that's really what I wanted to do. Let everybody know that I try to be diverse. Keep it real at the same time. Keep true to myself. Check out the mixtape, datpiff.com, Soulja P Bootcamp Mixtape.
What do you like the most being an artist? Do you like being in the studio, making songs? Do you like performing? Do you reaching out to the fans? I mean, what do you like?
Yeah, I think number one for me is performing, because that's really my best trait. When I get on stage, my true self comes out. A lot of energy. I love being on stage, but more than being on stage, being in the studio. I mean, I'm in the studio 5 to 6 days a week, if not 2 to 3 times a day. I mean, that's pretty much all I've been doing, making new songs, making remixes, remaking old songs, and basically just stacking up my portfolio for when it comes. When I have a mixtape coming out, I'm not going to have to sit in the studio forever. I already got songs for the mixtape, songs for the album. So, as far as what I like to do as an artist, I love to perform, but, I have to stay in the studio, and it's basically second nature to me.
And talk about the new single you got coming out.
Yeah, not on the Bootcamp mixtape. It's going to be on the new mixtape coming out after this one. Swag on the Mill featuring Lil Zane. It is a club smash. It's going to be coming out within the next 3 weeks. When I say this song is the song for me right now, it is the song for me. Zane comes in smashing on this record. And basically, I just really have a lot of faith in this record. My whole team has a lot of faith in the record. We're going to drop it. We already got a video shot for it. We might even shoot another video. And we just got high hopes for coming into this single, Swag on the Mill. We're going to be pushing this all over Florida and beyond.
Well, I, for one, looking forward to listening to this record. And I did hear the first mixtape that you put out. It's a breath of fresh air, man. I'm happy for what you do and continue to do. So keep up the good work. You and Lil Zane. I've been a Lil Zane. I'm still a Lil Zane fan to this very day. And it's good to see that he's still making music. And he's reaching out to new artists such as yourself to get their shine. And
I appreciate that, boss. I'll definitely pass along the message to Zane. We definitely appreciate anybody that's taking a look at the movement, supporting, and especially give me the opportunity to come onto your radio show and let your fans and listeners know about what we're doing. We really appreciate that.
That's what it's all about, man. I just want to reach out to artists that I believe that can take that next step into mainstream or whatever it is that they want to do. So you two keep doing your thing. Um, you be not just an artist but a fan of music. This is a question I always ask hip hop artists, particular. Uh, the music that you listen on the radio nowadays. What's your take on what you're listening to right now?
Well, the one thing I would say about that is I love listening to new music, whether or not it's my personal preference. I like listening to new music just because I learn. Just by hearing new sounds, new productions, new styles of artists, it teaches me all in itself. So I don't ever really try to tell anybody, no, I don't like what's on the radio right now, because at the same time is I might not personally prefer that to be on the radio, but it's teaching me, and we're all learning from the new music. They got techno on the music taking over. I mean, we got Drake and Rihanna dropping techno songs, or whatever you could call it dubstep. To me, it's still techno. And, just to see the whole evolve, to see how the music is evolving right now, it's just kind of interesting to me. I don't really look at it in a bad way, but I do hope that there are still spots available for hip-hop and rap artists, and they don't just start getting taken over by the new style of techno, house, dubstep. It's pretty much taking over right now in the South.
And did you, by any chance, get a chance to watch the VMAs yesterday?
I did. It was a great show.
Kevin Hart, hilarious as usual.
Yeah, you can't go wrong having Kevin Hart as the host. You can't go wrong.
I mean, it's interesting. He was just at the BET Awards last year, and apparently someone from MTV heard it, and they felt he'll be a good fit on that show. To me, it's been a long time since I've been this more excited over the VMAs, considering it's probably the only show in the whole calendar year that you actually get to hear music on MTV. I mean, it's unbelievable.
MTV is a new thing altogether.
I mean, it's more like RTV, reality television, not MTV. I mean, look, if you still want to have your reality TV shows, that's fine. I mean, but you call yourself music television. I mean, play more music for peeps' sakes.
Bring back TRL. Bring back all them shows that had everybody buzzing on MTV. I mean, they're losing money if you ask me.
Yeah, and they're going to be losing a lot more money when Jersey Shore ends. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, that's holding them up for a little while. But yeah, I agree with that. VMAs, that's about the only time I turn on MTV nowadays. I don't watch Jersey Shore or anything like that. So, it's definitely good to hear music on there. We had a good host this year, about damn time.
And do you have any favorite moments, performances from yesterday's show?
I enjoyed all the performances. I thought it went real smooth. Wasn't a lot of mistakes. I always look for mistakes because that's something as an artist, you make mistakes. You're not sure whether people notice or not. And I didn't see a lot of mistakes. It was real smooth.
I think the one performance that stood out to me more than anything has to be Alicia Keys. I mean, she doesn't just make songs. She doesn't just make songs. She makes anthems, and Girl on Fire, that's just another anthem. And it was pretty cool to see Gabby Douglas make a small appearance, fresh off of her gold medal winning performance. So,
oh yeah.
And let me ask you this: as an artist, just trying to get himself out there, get himself heard, what would your advice be to anyone that wants to be a music artist?
If you're an aspiring artist, the first thing I will tell you is social networks are so important now. A couple years ago, it might not have mattered if you had a Twitter or Facebook, but you really need to keep up on everything. You need to have your Facebook and your Twitter updated at all times. You need to have your face seen at all the local clubs more than any other artist, because if you really want to stand out, you got to move past all the other artists in your area first. You can't just try to make it to the top by dropping a song and going national. You got to really capture your local audience, get a fan base, get all your social networks built up, and get a team around you. You don't have to have a label that you're signed to. You just need a team around you that's going to support you. Promoter, You might need a manager, but more importantly, you have to have a very, very high self-motivation in all times of the year. You can't let that self-motivation go because it's all about you. This is your career. Every time you drop a song, you have the ability to drop it better than the last time. So, I mean, it's all about really you self-motivating yourself and moving forward and making it happen. You know, there's nobody else to blame if you don't make it because you're making your own music. You most of the time you're writing your own songs. Some people are making their own beats. So, I mean, you really have the ability, all the tools right in front of you to really do it. You just have to really push yourself to the next level, inspire yourself, watch the next artist make it to the next level and follow their footsteps. Because at the end of the day, it's all about you. Like I said, nobody else is going to do it for you, even if you are signed to a label.
And I think that's what it all boils down to. I mean, no matter is what you do in life, you can't take shortcuts. You have to actually put the work in and perform. And it only takes one person. Whether it's an A&R, whether it's a president of a record label, it only takes one person to say, yes, I believe you can be that next big star. They're not going to hand you, it's not going to be given you on a silver platter. You have to work for it. You have to earn it.
Yeah, one thing I learned, and I learned this from sports. When I was in high school, I did a lot of sports. And my coach always told me when I was doing those half push-ups, you're only cheating yourself. You know, what you do behind closed doors, if you're not working, not practicing, you're only cheating yourself. So while you're just hanging out watching a movie instead of writing your next song, you're only cheating yourself. And I always remembered that. My coach always told me, I see you doing them half push-ups, and I'm not even going to yell at you because you're only cheating yourself. You know what I mean? And it kind of carries over in life in general. When you're behind closed doors and nobody's watching you or, you're doing an activity half-assed, really you're only cheating yourself. So you got to kind of just move past that and be able to have the self-motivation and not cheat yourself.
And in music nowadays, it seems like people are more into getting the music through iTunes compared to going to a store and picking up an album. I think that's where music nowadays is heading. It's like, what's the point of putting the albums out in stores when you can just go to iTunes and get it? I mean, internet, man, it continues to evolve no matter what it is. I mean, what's your take on people more into getting the albums online rather than going to the stores and getting it?
My personal take on that is you better have a good fan base and you better be going on tour because there's not as much money in album sales anymore. So, you just have to find other ways to make money. There's ringtones. You could sell your single 1 million times and maybe not sell 1 million albums. You know what I mean? But you got to get your money where you can get it and really just enjoy what you do. Somebody that loves music, it won't bother them that much. Somebody that's really in love with the money more than the music, they're probably real mad at that right now. You know what I mean? But I love my music, and I'm not really going to worry about how album sales have changed. People going to Best Buy and Walmart and Target and the music stores to buy albums. It's just gone down and down and down over the years. And, obviously there's a lot of pirating and free downloads, and people aren't really having to even buy anything. That's the real truth. But at the end of the day, you just move forward and think about, I love doing shows anyway, so I'm just going to have to do that more shows in order to make my money. So I'm happy with that.
And how can people learn more from you? Obviously, people can download the mixtape at DatPiff and other mixtape websites. But Facebook, Twitter, or any other links people need to know, go ahead and promote yourself, man.
All right. Check me out, first and foremost, SouljaP.com. That's SOULJAP.com. Facebook.com/SouljaP. Twitter.com/SouljaPmusic with a C. You can go to YouTube.com/SouljaPmusic, and that's with 2 C's. And, make sure you connect with me on those social networks. I appreciate y'all. I'll definitely follow back if you hit me on Twitter. And other than that, just really be looking out for the single. It's going to be all over YouTube. If you connect with me on the social networks, I'll definitely be updating you with the single and upcoming shows. I got a lot of stuff going on out of state too. So, you know, I know a lot of these listeners aren't located in Florida. You definitely be looking for me to come to your hometown soon. Me and Zane got a couple of tour dates set up. So I'll definitely be in touch with the homie, and we'll get everything rolling. So I definitely appreciate y'all letting me on the show. I do want to shout out a couple of my people. First and foremost, Money Making Music, D-Flow, Lil Zane, Big D, and we got a new artist, Beat Dirty. And y'all really going to have to be looking out for him. You know, we got a new little artist on the label that's going to be making some noise. And, of course, like I said, D-Flow, that's my brother. He's on the label as well. And we got a lot of stuff coming up, so look out for us. I really appreciate you letting us on the show today, man, letting y'all know about the movement, Money Making Music. Definitely be looking out.
Well said, man. SouljaP.com for more info on Soulja P, and be on the lookout for the new song and the music video coming soon. All right, man. Thank you so much for your time, and best of success goes out to you and Zane and the whole crew. Thank you for your time, sir.
All right. I appreciate you, man. Y'all be easy now.
All right, and thank you, everyone, for listening. This will conclude the interview.
All right, you be easy, man. Take it easy now. Shout out to everybody listening, man. Be looking out.